Prior to January 2009, lived my whole life in North Carolina, which is why I sound like this. And we moved to New York. My wife, Paige, who was with me, she and I were introduced to a couple who became dear friends of ours, but we had just met them, and I was trying to act like I knew something about New York, which I obviously did not. And I said to her, I understand they speak 168 different languages here in New York City. And just like that, the woman said, 169 now. Now I gotta let you know, it is every speaker's dream to have an audience that is tired, hungry, and ready to adjourn. Man, I've been praying for this. You've been here since when? 5 in the morning or whatever it was? 8 o'clock? Yeah, and you got a boat ride at 2 o'clock, and that's 2 hours, and you want to lie down and you want to have lunch. And you're saying, my back hurts and my legs hurt and the part in between the two hurt, and I got to listen to this guy. Well, you think you got it bad? There's a cardinal rule among keynote speakers, never be the second one. I'm sitting backstage and Dave Ramsey comes out here. And I went, whoa, hey, I didn't know Dave Ramsey was speaking before I speak. It gets worse. Dave Ramsey comes out here and he says, you are what you think. You know, if you could see this, first line, whatever you think about yourself is what you will become. Oh, okay, well, let's mark this out. Then I decided, I wasn't going to listen to him, but I better. He goes, oh, people matter. Okay, let's mark that out. Gotta persevere. You gotta mark that one out. After a while, okay, I got nothing. And I saw Dave backstage and I said, Dave, you just made my speech. And he said, God, I'm sorry, Michael, I didn't. And I said, no, I have an idea. At first I was thinking, mark it out, forget about this. I got this idea. I think something's happening here that you and I didn't know about. I think somebody bigger than we are has orchestrated something more important than we are. There's a theme emerging none of us knew about. And listen to this beautiful young woman who is now cured because of St. Jude. And she was telling her story and all this positive attitude and all this excitement and all the thanksgiving with what she's gone through. And I was sitting there thinking, oh, she's saying the same stuff I'm going to get at. What a wonderful, and then Travis comes out here, quadruple amputee, and he would have every reason to have given up on life, and he makes this magnificent statement of positivity and hope and humor, and I was sitting there thinking, oh, he's getting some of the stuff I'm going to get, and then I listened to Dave, who obviously stole my notes sometime last night, and I finally figured this thing out. Somebody somewhere, I would call it God, you call it whatever you wish, had an idea and began moving the pieces on the chessboard. However, I know that you've been here a long time and you are tired and you are hungry. I get that, okay? So let's make a little deal. Can we do that? I promise, will you hang in with me till no later than 12:30? And I promise you, I'm going to shorten what I had planned to say. That's my end of the deal. Your end of the deal is, I can't even see if you're awake, so that's a great thing. You can nod right off. I don't mind. But if you'll hang in there with me, I'll shorten it. And you're thinking, how can you do that? Because they've already paid me. Heck, I could leave now. It doesn't matter. But I'm not going to, because I do believe something is happening here in this room with you people today that's bigger than I knew about when I came. And it all has to do with how Dave started out with that wonderful message he stole from me. What we think about ourselves, about our world, about our life is in fact what we will become. It sets things in motion. I just want to give you a few suggestions about how we can in fact put into motion the dreams that we have. Probably the most important thing that we can hear as people in whatever our businesses may be, as executives, as managers of staff, as employees, as franchise owners, whoever, whatever you are. What you envision for your business is what that business will become. And we can think our businesses into the clouds or into the ground. But it is ultimately because of whatever vision that you bring to your place where you go to work in the morning. First of all, dream big. Whatever your role in this company is, dream big. We never achieve big dreams by making small plans. We never achieve big results by dreaming small. Leopard never changes its spots. A zebra never changes its stripes and all those. That's not true. The world of neuroscience is helping us understand now that, like a guy told me recently, he said, I just hate being the person I am. I said, become somebody else. Because you can. No, you can't. You can't do that. Walk away from here. Think yourself to a brand new you. No, I can't do it. Yes, you can. The world of neuroscience is telling us that now. Telling us that we can, in fact, begin to focus in a disciplined way on what we want to be and who we want to be, and we create new neurocircuits. Every night they still do it. What has happened? She has encoded in that child's brain the knowledge that even in a world where bad things do happen to good people, good things happen too. And we will see in life what we look for, and what we look for will shape what we become, how we view the world, how we view ourselves. And she's removed that roadblock. You know what that little girl's going to be? I can't tell you she's going to be rich. I can't tell you she's going to be beautiful. I can't tell you she's going to be famous. I can't tell you she's going to be anything except this. She's going to be happy. When she's an adult, she will be able to spot the blessings all around us all the time that some of us miss because we didn't train ourselves to look for them. Okay, you say, I'm a little old for a good stuff jar. You know, you really are. Get a diary. Get a notebook. Get an iPad. And every night before you go to sleep, identify and write down one thing, just one thing. In the middle maybe of a day that was gosh awful, write down one good thing that happened. And at the end of the month, read through it. And you begin to develop a new circuit that will see in time the beauty that is around us all the time. You've got to get. I am pretty much convinced that if we want to be happy, if we want meaning and peace, if we want our lives to be rich and full, if that's the goal, if that's the dream, if that's what we're thinking about, it's not going to happen until we learn how to forgive. And I'm not preaching at you, I'm talking to you. You don't even have to have a religious faith for this to make sense. Forgiveness ultimately is not something we do for the other person. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. I had a professor in graduate school, professor of public speaking, and he used to say, never repeat for emphasis. Never repeat for emphasis. So help me. I'm going to break his rule. Forgiveness is not something you do for the other person. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself.